welcome everyone to our Summer Reading 2022 Oceans of Possibilities information session. We're going to tell you all about summer reading. My name is Chris.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Jenny.
Hello, I'm Eric.
And we're all with Tampa Hillsborough County Public Library. We're excited to talk tonight about our summer reading program. Again, I'll say it, it's Oceans of Possibilities. It's going to be great. We have a lot to share with you. And before that, before we get started, actually, no, I already went over the housekeeping items. Pardon me, excuse me. I'm looking at the script and I'm not paying attention to the program. All right, I'm going to hand things over to Lisa, who's going to talk a little bit about our partners.
Great, so summer reading programs are being brought to you by our great partners. We have Zoo Tampa at Lowry Park. We have the Tampa Hillsborough County Children's Library Foundation. Of course, our friends of the libraries of Tampa Hillsborough County, the county itself, and the Hillsborough County Public Schools and the Tampa Bay History Center. Thank you so much to all of these partners for helping bring these programs to our community. We can't wait to see what's in store.
Now, before I give a resource shout out, we're going to do a quick poll for you guys. So we know that you know that there are hundreds of ocean themed movies available for you to watch. Many you can check out with your library card. So if you see the poll on your screen, which hopefully you all do, answer the question, what is your favorite quote from a movie that features an ocean? We've got, you want thingamabobs? I've got 20. We're gonna need a bigger vote. Yeah, dun, 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 dun. What can I say except you're welcome? I'm the king of the world and just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. So what is your favorite quote?
Ooh, we're getting our votes coming in.
Yeah.
It's a close race.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's give it another minute here.
That's a tough decision. It's a tough one.
It really is. Those are some classic quotes there.
All right, I think we've got everyone's vote in. Let me go ahead and see what the results are. Ooh, this is pretty evenly divided, but nobody's the king of the world.
maybe they don't know Titanic.
It took me a moment to remember that one.
Maybe
Yeah.
they think that door was big enough for the both of them.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so thank you for that poll. So I'm going to give a real nice shout out here, you guys, to National Geographic Kids. So for you to continue the experience at home of learning about the natural world, we encourage you to browse this resource, National Geographic Kids. It features educational games, videos, tons of other activities, which are mostly centered on animals in the natural world. You can access this resource by visiting our webpage, hcplc.org/kids, and National Geographic Kids is free with your library card. So please check out this resource and continue the experience.
All right. Thank you, Jenny. Nat Geo Kids is a fantastic resource, and everything she said is very true. There's lots there to check out.
Hey,
So
Chris,
I'm just going to.
We lost the screen. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm going to jump on here real quick and just talk a little bit about summer reading. It won't take up too much time. I just want to give you all a bit of a background on why we do summer reading and what's in store. So summer reading dates back to the 19th century in the United States when cities were growing in population. People were moving in from the countries, and there were a lot of school children with nothing to do in the summertime. So libraries responded with reading programs. And you fast forward to today, and they've become a yearly tradition. They're very popular. We're proud to do it ourselves. It's a lot of fun, but there's also a lot of reading going on. And the reading is, there's a purpose behind it. There's something called the summer slide. Studies show that a lot of learning that's gained throughout the school year can be lost without a routine reading habit. So a lot of kids who read can prevent the summer slide. So that's one of the reasons why we do it, and it's a great reason. But also, it's not just about the kids. Summer reading is for everyone. It's for all ages, and we're proud to say that this summer is nothing different. We have a lot of good things in store. We're going to share with you in just a moment. We have programs, reading challenges, and a lot more. But I want to talk a little bit about the theme as well, Oceans of Possibilities. It's perfect for us. We live down here by the ocean. You know, we have lots of great waterways, so it's very common and familiar to us. You know, the oceans play a vital role in our lives. They help produce the air we breathe, they impact the climate, and they feature a diverse range of plants and animals for us to study. They're really inspirational. They inspire us to read and create. You know, it's portrayed in literature and movies, and, you know, all those great quotes we just heard. So oceans they sustain us, and they inspire us to explore possibilities. I also want to point out in the handout section, we have a downloadable coloring bookmarks sheet. So you can download that while you're here. It will also be available when we post this to our YouTube channel. So if you want to download it and have some coloring fun later, I invite you to do so. All right, so I'm going to stop talking your ears off about summer reading, and I'm going to bring our screen back up and hand things over to Lisa.
Hey everybody. So we have tons and tons of stuff coming up for the whole family, for all ages, with our summer programs. They're going to be virtual, they're going to be in person, and they're going to be all over the county in your local branches. So check out our schedule, hcplc.org/events. All of our programs are going to be listed on there. But if you just go to our homepage, hcplc.org, you'll see the summer reading links on the main page as well. So check those out, check out all the programs. We are really getting back into the swing of having in-person programs back at the library, and you're in for a treat this summer with all the things that we have lined up, some familiar faces and some new stuff. We also have our summer author series. This is a program that's presented in partnership with the Hillsborough County Public Schools as part of an initiative from the American Library Association, and it's made possible with funding from the National Endowment for the Humanities. So check that out. The Summer Author Series gives you a chance to have a virtual meet and greet with these 3 really fantastic authors. These are going to be live events. They will also be posted to our YouTube channel. So you can register for them at hcplc.org/events again, and you'll see those on our list of virtual programs.
Great, thanks, Lisa. So summer reading usually has some incentives with it. And this year, we have multiple ways for you guys to win prizes for your reading. The easiest ways are for you to register for Beanstack and log your reading, and then to attend virtual programs and events. By doing these 2 easy things, you can win cool tech-related prizes, books, and more books. And you can also win passes to local attractions from our partners at Zoo Tampa and the Tampa Bay History Center. Now, there are some deadlines that you're going to have to meet throughout the summer. For kids, tweens, and teens, you should register for Beanstack by the 3rd of June. You want to have logged your 3 hours of reading by the 11th of June, your 8 hours of reading by the 25th of June, and if you've logged 12 hours by the 9th of July, you're halfway done. By the 16th of July, read for 15 hours, and by the 31st of July, summer reading is over and you have hopefully logged at least 24 hours of reading. For adults, the milestones are a little bit different. We're not tracking your hours, we're tracking the number of books that you've read. So registration deadline is the same as with the kids, teens, and tweens, that you'll want to register for Beanstack by the 3rd of June. Read 1 book by the 18th of June. Read 2 books by the 16th of July, and you're halfway done. And then read that 3rd book by the 31st of July. There's plenty of book clubs happening in person at all of our branches. So come and check some of those book clubs out and you can knock off these reading goals pretty quickly. And so I'm going to turn it back over to Chris.
Thank you, Jenny. All right, so you heard Jenny talking about some of the reading challenges. And the reading challenge platform that we use is called Beanstack. And basically Beanstack is the platform, we've used this now for a number of years and we're really happy with it and our customers are as well. It's something that libraries and some schools and other organizations use to promote learning initiatives like our summer reading challenge. And I'm going to show you a few ways to sign up and use it. You can either use it with your internet browser or an app, which I'll show you later. I suggest you go to our landing page to sign up. Just go to hcplc.org/summer, or you can go to our Beanstack page at hcplc.beanstack.org. There you'll find a link to sign up. Like Jenny said, we have challenges for kids, tweens and teens, and adults. And first-time users, you're going to need to register. It's a really simple process. But if you're a returning user, you can enter your username and password. Oops, jumped ahead. So, with the reading milestones, you also earn digital badges, not just prizes. And this is a sample here of some of the great badges that our team has created. There's some fun marine life artwork on them. That top row is the badges that the kids, tweens, and teens will win, and the bottom row are the adult badges. So those are fun. We've also got badges for when you register and when you complete. And those are nice and colorful. And we've also got activity badges. Now, this is interesting because we've been talking about reading. What are the activities? Well, in addition to logging your reading, our team has put together some really fun summer activities that are ocean related. You can complete these activities to earn badges and to be eligible for some prizes as well. So we invite you to check those out. There's a lot of opportunities to get outdoors or share some time with a loved one or a friend. So there's a lot of fun in store there. All right, so I talked about using the browser. I would think that the best way to use Beanstack, if you can, is through the app. The app is available for free for Apple or Android devices. And I'm going to walk you through a little bit of a short video to show you how to sign up. It's very easy. You just follow the on-screen prompts and follow all the steps to sign up. And here, let me show you this little video and I'll talk over it. And it kind of just gives you an idea of what to expect when you open up the app after you've downloaded it.
Okay, so once you download it, this is the first screen you'll see. You'll tap on where it says Let's Go. And there you will tap on School, Library, or Bookstore. And once you tap that, you'll enter in the library's name. You'll see it and tap there again. And here's where you'll either sign in with your previous account or you will sign up. Now, signing up is very standard. You'll create a username and password. So you walk through the steps here, enter in some personal information, and select your library, your preferred library, and also you want to provide your age so that you can select the correct challenge. Now, once you're set up and you see your account, you're going to see a list of challenges that you can select from. You'll tap on the Summer Reading Oceans of Possibility Challenge and walk through the steps. Now here, this is what's going to look like on your dashboard. The plus sign at the bottom is what you're going to hit to log. You'll hit that, and either you have a choice to log reading or activity. I'm going to show you reading now. Now with reading, you don't have to enter in the title of the book. You'll just tap on log without a title, and all you'll have to do from there is enter in how many minutes you read, or if you're in the adult challenge, if you've completed a book. Now to log activities, you'll go through the same steps, but you'll tap activity, and that will lead you to a list of possible badges that you can earn. As you see here, we have a list, and let's say we want to do the shell collector activity. You'll tap on that, and you'll tap to enter that it's completed, and it will show that you've completed it. And then when you want to look at what badges you have, you'll just look at your dashboard and you tap on badges. It'll show you which ones you've earned. So it's very straightforward. Just a matter of setting it up with a few steps, entering in some information, and then signing up for the challenge, and then you just log. And that's really it. I do also want to say that if you're not connected to Wi-Fi, you can still enter in your logging information and your progress. And once you are connected to a Wi-Fi, you'll just want to open the app and it will automatically update for you. So that, in a nutshell, is the Beanstack app.
All right, I'm going to hand things over now to Eric, who's going to talk a little bit about the Literacy Council.
Thanks a lot, Chris. Hello, everyone. Once again, my name is Eric, and I actually work with the Hillsborough Literacy Council on behalf of the library. And the Hillsborough Literacy Council is a nonprofit organization that helps adults learn to read and write if they have not learned to read and write when they were younger. And we also help people to learn to speak English if they need that kind of help. So we want to make sure that everyone is participating in summer reading. So we want to make sure, if people can't read or write in English, we help them out. So we thought we would let you guys know, just in case you happen to know anyone who has that kind of need, please contact us. Our phone number is 813-273-3650, or you can email adultliteracy@hcflgov.net. And we would love to hear from you. And if you're interested in volunteering to help someone learn to read or write or to speak English, we would love to hear from you as well. And we also want to spread the word about our conversation corners for people who just need to practice some English. If you know people who speak English okay, but just feeling a little bit nervous and want to practice, we have free conversation corners online happening every week. So just spreading the word about that. All right, and I also want to tell you guys about a great event that we'll be having in July. It's the book EClub for Kids, and we will be reading Nim's Island by Wendy Orr. It's a really cool book. It's about a little girl who she lives out on an island with her father, and she has all kinds of animal friends. Her father sails off to study plankton and leaves her behind with her buddies. But she becomes concerned when her father stops calling. So, of course, she needs to go find out what happened. And I think you will find it to be very interesting. The first 15 people who register for the event will get a free copy of the book. Or will be registered for a chance to win a free copy of the book. And then, of course, the book discussion itself will be a nice, fun and lively discussion. You can check our calendar for July 14th at 6:30. You'll see it there, and you can click on it to register. And our calendar is located at hcplc.org/events. So make sure you join us for that.
All right, so now I'm going to come back on screen here and invite the rest of our group to come back on for some questions. And I believe we're going to do another poll here, either maybe before or after. But now would be the time to ask questions. If you've got them, you can submit them in the question section of the control panel or tap on that question mark icon in the app. And I believe Jenny is going to moderate our questions.
Yep. So we do have one question. Will you be able to enter more than 24 hours on Beanstack over the course of the summer?
That's a great question. Mm-hmm. That really is. Yes, you can. Now, they won't count or qualify you for any additional prizes, but after you complete, you can still track. You can actually track your reading with or without a challenge all year long. So you can use Beanstack year round if you want to track your reading. You just set up your account, it'll be there. The challenges are specific, and once you reach your milestones within the challenges, it counts toward that. So I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, why don't we go ahead and do that poll while we wait for some more questions to roll in?
All right, let's see what we've got.
Would you like me to go ahead and launch that?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So survey, the Phone a Friend edition here. What is the largest ocean on Earth? I bet a bunch of our attendees know this already.
There's some good choices there.
I'm really disappointed that I'm not allowed to answer. I know the answer.
Ooh,
Let's,
we're getting these answers in. We're almost there.
How many of those oceans have you guys swam in? Have you guys traveled to any of those oceans?
All right. I
Just two
have
for
been
me.
to not all of them. I've been to, yeah, only 2 of them. We ready for the results?
Let's see.
we are.
Miss Jenny, do you want to let the audience know if they were correct?
I'm assuming they're correct because the answer is the Pacific Ocean, and
All right.
70% of them agreed.
All right. Good work, everyone. I've also seen 2 different oceans, but I'd like to see some other ones. The Southern Ocean. I've never heard of that.
Southern Ocean, I don't know if that's a real thing. I've been in 3 of the oceans, not the Arctic.
Oh,
Yeah.
A little too chilly.
Well, I haven't had a chance to try it out, actually. I haven't gotten close to the Arctic yet.
dip your toes. All right. So how are we looking on questions, Jenny?
That we haven't had any more come in, but you know, working in the library like I do, I do get a lot of questions about the prizes themselves. Like, are we allowed to divulge what some of those cool tech-related prizes might be?
I know, well, we've got a few, there's some general descriptions. There's some, coding and robotics prizes. There's some cool Bluetooth audio devices, VR, and there's some VR gear as well. Oh, I think I see some questions coming in here. I don't know if maybe if your feed might not be updating, Jenny. The one someone's asking, can you see when you are close to winning a prize? Only way to determine that is if you reach a milestone, then you're eligible. There still will be a drawing. So if you reach those milestones, you're eligible to win. But as far as knowing if you're close to it, really, if you finish the milestone, you're eligible.
There's another question here asking if the books have to be ocean related. And the answer is no. It can be any book, any topic, any reading level. Go ahead and log those hours. The topic is not as important as that it is words.
Although our pro advice is whichever book you read it at the beach.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
These are facts.
Audiobooks also count. That's correct. Someone's asking that, and they ask, what age does this program start at? Someone's child is too young to read. Now, if you read to your child, read with your child, that'll count. So you can log that progress. And we say kids, ideally it's school age, but if you've got younger who aren't reading, it would count towards that.
And parents can manage the accounts for multiple children of different ages. So
that's right. I failed to mention that. Thank you for bringing that up, Lisa. Yeah, parents, if you sign up under your account, you can add your children or other loved ones. So
yes, this is definitely grandparent caregiver friendly.
Yes. Jenny, I don't want to read the questions if you can see them, but if you can't, we can continue read them. Is that okay?
I can see them now. Yep, I can see them now.
Right. Yeah.
I think you just answered the what age does this program start, so you can read to your children, and that's fine. And then I see, so is there not any guaranteed prizes? Other than, of course, the joy of reading is a prize in and of itself.
Although there aren't guaranteed prizes, there are a lot of chances to win prizes by attending virtual programs like Jenny had mentioned, and also participating in the reading challenge. So I hope that doesn't discourage you. It's fun, but there are no absolute guarantees for that. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
What about maybe reading with the Rays, though? You can get some small prizes for sure.
This is true. We didn't mention that there will also be the return of the Reading with the Rays reading challenge as well. So if you do reach milestones with that, and you can find out more about that on our website, but there are prizes that are handed out for all the milestones. So I invite you to check that out. So yes, I guess, Eric, you're correct. There are, but that isn't really the library's reading program. So
there's a different program that you can do with the library.
That's an external reading challenge, which they control the prizes.
And of course, we have all of the fun stuff that they can get at their local branches, the bookmarks and that sort of a thing. So if you go to your local branch to see a program or to check out books, there will be lots of summer reading themed goodies available.
Yes.
All right, we do have another question. It asks, does the library automatically populate Beanstack when you finish a book? So does that mean, like, is it checking your account and it knows when you finish that it will track it? And the answer would be no.
Yeah, you have to enter that in. Yeah, you have to enter it in. And it's if my video was working, you would see how quick and easy it is with the app. There's a plus sign at the bottom of the screen. You tap it, and it'll ask you what you want to log, a reading or an activity. You choose that, and then you enter in either the book you read or how many minutes you read. It's really easy, and I hope you all find it to be easy and enjoyable.
And of course, if you get stuck, bring your device into your local branch and staff will be happy to walk you through how to download and use that app.
Absolutely.
Yep. I'll take this one off. I'll answer this question privately if you'd like, but how to update addresses on library cards.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring up our contact information slide, which would help. They can.
So this does have our contact information on. If you go to hcplc.org/contact, you'll see all of our various methods of getting in touch with us there, including the Ask a Librarian function. So if you're not able to stop into a branch, log in through the Ask a Librarian service. You'll be talking to one of us during business hours, and they can walk you through how to update your account and renew your cards and that sort of thing virtually if you're not able to make it into a branch. Otherwise, you'll stop into the branch to update account information. But yes, while you're on our website, go to hcplc.org/summer. Again, that's our landing page that will have all things summer on it. All of our live programs and performers and classes, the virtual programs, in branch, all of it's going to be listed there, including information on Beanstack and the various prizes that you can get through that. So check those out. We're so excited to have folks coming back to us this summer. We can't wait to see you and hear from you.
It's going to be a great summer. We're excited. Can't wait to see you all. Well, I think that's it. I don't think we have any more questions coming in.
Nope,
Jenny?
I don't see any more. I don't see any more. Do you see any more, Lisa?
Nope, we are good to go.
Well, Eric, Jenny, and Lisa, thank you for joining me this evening and sharing all this great information. But we're all going to say good night now, and we'll see you at our libraries or see you virtually. Can't wait to have a great summer. Bye, everybody.
Bye.